Hello, welcome to FiddleHed Fiddle Lessons. Happy holidays. My name is Jason, and I'm going to teach you today an amazing, beautiful Christmas song called Christmas Time is Here by the great Vince Guarldi, featured in the movie The Charlie Brown Christmas. So I'm just going to play the whole thing for you and then break it down part by part. Alright, now that you've heard a little bit of it, let's learn how to play it. It's hard to overstate how beautiful this melody is. I love it so much. It's like sad and happy, just completely intertwined. It's so great, anyhow. But enough talk, let's just play it. That's what music's about. It's not about talking about music, it's about making it. So let's do it. So as preparation, I recommend you warm up with just an F major scale, starting D low 2. Always good to warm up with the relevant scale. Now this tune uses low first and low fourth, so I consider it to be an intermediate level tune because of that. And maybe you can do it anyway if you're a beginner, I don't know. But I make those suggestions just to help you not start a tune that may be too hard for you for where you're at on your fiddle journey. Okay, so I guess without further ado, we'll just jump into it and we'll learn it part by part, starting with the first quarter of the A part. 2, 3, broken down a bit. So, I forgot to mention an important detail before starting the lesson, which is that this is in not only F major is the key, but the time signature is 3/4, which makes it basically like a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So kind of an important detail, and it might be good to just count through that a little bit to help you get it. Starts with open E to A low 2, and then open A. And that's the first quarter. The second quarter is exactly the same. We just repeat the first quarter. And let's talk about bowing. Lots of different ways you can do it. I'll just suggest down, up, down, down, up. So we're going to do one slur. Slur here. 2, 3, and then an up bow for that long A. Alright, that sets you up to do the same start down bow here. And then it'll set us up to start down bow on the third quarter of the tune, which I'll show you right now. Slowly with flow, third quarter of the A. So broken down, starting A, open A. Well, I went into a little bit of the next part. Let me do it again. Third quarter of the A, broken down. Starts open, A to D low 2, and then up, D, O2 again. Again for the bowing, down, down, up. So 2 bows for that whole bar. And then the same bowing pattern for the next bar. Slurring. 3, 1, 1, low 1. Here's that. So this is really good practice going D1 to low 1. Right? You may want to just focus on that one little bit. Alright, let's move on to the 4th quarter of the A part. With flow, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so it starts open D to low 2 in a 2 slurred together. And then, so that starts down bow, I'm sorry. And then up, D open, low 2, D3. I'm just gonna play it. So something that always worth pointing out, that I usually point out earlier in the tune, is to practice looping. And this rhythm of da 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 is used so much. So I recommend going back to that. And if you get that, it really helps you for the rest of the tune. There's slight little variations, but just totally worth your while to practice looping that. Okay, so now that we've done all 4 parts of the A part, let's try to do the whole thing with a play-along track right now. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so if you found that useful, you may want to go to FiddleHed.com and check out the other play-along tracks. I have them for each quarter of a tune, and then in some cases even smaller loops to help you get the bigger loops. In addition, each little, I call them learning chunks, has got a little sheet music snippet and a tab snippet. So you really can go deep, drill down on each part of the tune. It's very useful. A lot of people find it helpful. So anyway, check that out, and thanks for your support. Cool. So before I show you the B part, let's take a moment to just think about how we practice. So remember in the tune, I pointed out that this song's good because we get to practice D1, the low 1. So that happens in, I don't know, bar 6, I think. And so what you can try to do is make up an exercise from the tune. This is a great practice. Just find little things that are challenging and see if you can find a way to make that into an exercise. And once you get it, a tool you can use to further practice is transposing it. So start on A1. And then another tool you can use to make it fun and interesting is to sequence these little tiny exercises you've created from the tune. So start with the original, do it twice, then do A1, and the beautiful thing is you could do this for an hour. You could stay on this tune for an hour if you practice this way and have a good time doing it. You could do bigger loops. You could do the whole bar and then transpose that. This sounds a bit weird, but I don't know, I could get into it. I just love practicing this way, and the more you tinker with this, it brings out the creativity in you as a musician. You'll start to discover things without even trying. You'll start to stumble upon variations and stuff. So again, make up and exercise from the tune. Okay, thanks for listening to that public service announcement. Let's learn the B part, starting with the first quarter. Broken down. 2, 3. So that starts A low 2, goes to D low 4, and then back to D low 4, and back to A low 2. So we have, and we're gonna slur, do a slur 2 here, right? Watch. Slur 2. And that's the whole first quarter. It's also the second quarter. So the whole first half of this B part could also be considered a bridge if you're speaking songs. You know, so there's certain language for songs like verse, bridge, chorus, pre-chorus, all stuff like that. So this is kind of like a bridge in a way. So the first half would be 2, 3. 2, 3. And then now we'll do the third quarter of what I call the B part, because I'm thinking about it kind of like a fiddle tune. With flow, third quarter of the B part. So broken down. So this is bar 3 and 4, or sorry, bar 5 and 6 of the B part. And notice that it's kind of the same thing with just a different last note. So we're starting A low 2 to open A, then up, ending on A low 2. I'll do that again. And then basically the next bar is the same thing, but ending on A low 1 or B flat. So practicing them together, we get so this would be a great bar to loop, because we're kind of doing the same thing with a slight variation. Your fingers are kind of, especially if you're new to low first, you're kind of still mapping it out. So I think this is a great bar, and you can just view it as an exercise. Again. And so on 1,000 more times. I mean it. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but if you play it, 20 times today, and I don't know, keep doing that, eventually you'll get there. If you master one thing though, then learning new things becomes easy. So I'm talking a lot right now. Sorry if you just want to get to, but if you really master even a simpler tune than this, it has such far-reaching consequences, is kind of the point. If you really, truly master Twinkle Little Star, it sounds like for some of you might think, oh, that's beneath me to do that, but there's so much you could mine in it. You could play it in all 12 keys, you could add variations, you could add bowing patterns, and on and on. The point is, you can then, if you really get into one thing, then learning newer stuff will kind of come easier. You'll see, give it a try. So, okay, so enough talk, let's finish the B part, because then we're done with the song. The fourth quarter is, I'll just do it for you. Broken down, starting A low 1. 2, 3. Okay, here it is again. 1, 2, 3. So, I think we're ready to just do the whole B part, the whole bridge. Here we go. Are you ready to cry yet? I feel it. I feel a little something behind my eyes happening. I will point out that you could use fourth finger if you know how to do that for that last note. Also in the A part when you have those long. If you're comfortable with the fourth, it has a more, some say warmer sound. Here's fourth, here's A. Fourth. It's up to you. You're a fiddler. You get to fiddle with things. You get to try it different ways. If you're not ready to do D4, then just play open A. It's fine. Okay? So that's pretty much the whole tune. I'll point out that I think it's good standard arrangement for this is A, A, B, A. When I played it at the beginning, I think I did A, B, A. But so you would play the A part twice, then do the B or the bridge, and then go back to the A, and then you have the whole tune. Cool. If you found this lesson to be fun or useful, then please like the video, press that button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell. Okay, do it. And I'll just want to close by saying that I have some other lessons that may help you get this lesson. I have a lesson on F major scale and also a lesson on low fourth finger. And those lessons link to exercises that, you know, same thing like learning chunks, like little focused exercises to help you get the fingerings, which will help you prepare for this. You may not need it, but just in case you do. All right, that's it. You know, it's been a pleasure teaching you, and I wish you the happiest whatever-miss you're going to celebrate this year, and have a happy new year too. Okay, see ya. Go to FiddleHed.com for a progressive, step-by-step course outline, color-coded tabs, play-along tracks, sheet music, and much more. Thanks for watching the video. Excellent! And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.